Okay, we are back to the comic with part 6.5. Now this is a bonus chapter and it sets after part 6 with, of course, after his trip to Africa, where Scrooge didn't make any new money but only a new enemy. He comes back to America for a short trip, and since this is a bonus chapter, this will start with the framing story. So this is right where we left off. This is probably the last country type, so for good old sake, let's tune in to the country soundtrack for last time. Regulate it a bit. Go to country. So, The Life and Times of Scrooge McDuck, Part 6.5, The Vigilante of Pism Bluff. Once again, Uncle Scrooge has unearthed, or uncoined, his old trunk of memories of his early lives and times where he wandered the frontiers of the world, seeking his fortune. This Wild West show handbill certainly brings back memories, boys. I got it from an old prospector pal in where was it? Tombstone? Prescott? No. Pism Bluff, Arizona. Just another of the ghost towns lying in the cooling embers of a dying area of history. Who? Hold your horses, Jacob. It's only me. Down from the dig in Rawhide. I'm heading into Phoenix for supplies. Oh, Scrooge, you scared me. The Dalton boys were seen in these parts. Can you spare a cup of coffee for a fellow prospector? I wish I was a young prospector like you, but I've decided I've gotten too old. This is my last trip into these mountains. I'll never be too old to go treasure hunting. I believe you won't, Scrooge. Maybe it's for you that I've been drawing these maps on scrap paper? Perhaps. Camping in this old ghost town taught me to thinking. I figured I should make maps to my gold caches before I'm dead as it is. Gold caches? Do tell. This map shows where I hid 2 saddlebags of nuggets from the Peg Leg mine when I was in California. You never went back for the gold? Not after I found this, the lost Peralta mine, but Apaches made it to it. Apaches? What is the actual pronunciation of that? Apaches made it too dangerous to visit very often. I never took much gold out of it. Well, thanks for the map, Jacob. Wish I could stick around and swap stories, but I wanna get to Phoenix by morning. Farewell, Scrooge. Peg Leg Mine, eh? These lost mines are like dreams to old prospectors, like Jacob. They're versions of the one that got away. And the Peralta mine. If it is so valuable, why he draw the map on the back of an old handbill? Uncle Angus, Phoenix Fairgrounds. P.T. Barnum proudly presents Buffalo Bill's Wild West Show. Featuring Pothole McDuck, master of the Mississippi. Bang bang bang, bang bang. Don't worry folks, these are only blanks, our guns are shooting. So just sit back and enjoy Buffalo Bill's Cody's Wild West, Wild East extravaganza. The great Phineas T. Barnum asked me to put on a special show to celebrate the choice of Phoenix as the new capital of the territory, so I'm putting on a Wild East show for your Westerners. And our star is the author and hero of those famous dime novels, the master of the Mississippi himself, Pothole McDuck. Oh, save me, uncle, save me. Leave my poor stupid nephew Scrooge alone, you cowardly beagle boys, or I'll blow you to smithereens. Hey, who the heck are you, wise guy? Oh, just wait till I tell you. You look like that guy. Are you his understudy? Actually, it's more like he is mine. Stupid, am I? You hope to find a job here, like me? But you're an Apache. I thought the army sent you all to the reservation in Florida. I slipped away to seek jobs for my people. These Wild West shows are good work, and we might even show white people what our culture was like. Maybe I can help. I know one of these stars. Hey, you! You're supposed to be playing a bank robber now. Take off the dumb-looking mask and get out of here. Scrooge, it's you? For real? Yes, Uncle Pothole. Let go of my beak. No, don't get riled, nephew. This was just a showbiz. It's a new idea. You're just no flamboyant enough to understand. Oh, son. I'm only working in it to raise cash to finance a secret project and even newer form of entertainment. But here comes my old pal, Buffalo Bill, so try not to make a fool of yourself. I'll try. Bill, he's not much to look at, but this is my Buck McDuck, the young scallywag. What a treat for those old eyes. Pothole, it was Buck here who gave me the idea of doing Wild West shows. That was in North Plate 8 years ago, eh, Buck? I was passing through on a cattle drive. Why, I've even toured Europe with this show, Buck. But what have you been up to? Oh, prospecting in Montana, lion wrangling in Africa, trading coconuts in the Southeast. In other words, not much. Damn it. This sounds like Sears. Do you talk Apache too? Buck, let's go in and talk to Mr. Barnum. I know he'll want to join the show. That's not my style, Bill, but my friend here, he needs a job for his people. How about it? It's a deal. Come on, I'll introduce you to Little Sure Shot. Oh, God afraid, Daniel. Who can that be? Come in. Fork over the cash, Paul. You beagle boys know this isn't payday. So get back to the work or you are fired. Surprise, fatso. We ain't make-believe outlaws, we are the for real Daltons. These disguises were just to get us backstage. What is the combination to this safe? Have you no sense of showmanship? Blowing up would only be much more dramatic. You got it, Ace. Bang bang. What is that? Excuse me, someone is noisy in the background. Don't worry, it's just target practice. Yes, Sir McDuck. Annie Oakley is the best trick-shot artist in the West. So I see. Nice to meet you, Buck. Try your aim. Oh, I don't hold much with guns, ma'am. I try to avoid them when I can. Ha! You're sure not the sort of hero I plan to build in my secret project around near you? Excuse me, might I pick a target? No, I... Bang, bang, bang. 3 shots, and he never hit the bottle once. I am so embarrassed. I wasn't aiming at the bottle, Uncle Potter. I was aiming at the blowflies buzzing around it. 3 of them, dead as doorknobs on a wigwam. Please, Buck, let's go see Mr. Barnum. You should see his biggest stars. You could be his biggest star since Jumbo. Dagnabbit. That sounds more like Comanche. Wanna fly? Stop thieves! Help! On side, buddy. The dynamite is the safe. Buck, you're molting. Hey, those were the Dalton boys. They stole our cash. Oh no. That's where I was keeping the money I raised for my secret project. If it's gone, I'm broke. Call the marshal, call White Arab, call the Pinkertons. Wait a minute. I'm getting one of my colossal, sensational, extraordinary ideas. We'll form an all-star posse and go after these Daltons ourselves. Just think of it. The publicity will make the show even bigger than ever. It's stupendous. It's fabulous. It's nuts. I'm no cowboy. Sounds like you have a real adventure to write about, Uncle Pothole. Good luck. Nephew, you don't understand. I've talked your parents into taking out a mortgage on the castle McDuck to invest in my project. What? You did what? If we don't get the money back, our parents and sisters will be homeless. Bill? Okay, I'll help. Bill, I'm coming with ya. Trouble is, they're headed into the mountains. That sacred Apache land, and I don't know it. I know these mountains, and I would like to help get bad men out of our Thunder God's lands. Then you are hired as our guide. A classic touch. The noble red warrior vanquishes the right renegades and expels them from his secret mountains. I love it. Quick, call my photographer. Okay, pack that camera up and hitch it to my saddle. Newspapers around the world will fight to get photos of this adventure. It is no use, nephew. I've never been on a horse. I'd better stay behind. Nonsense. The famous master of the Mississippi must be on this exploit. I will help you, the old duck. I will help the old duck. He can ride in here. What? Like a papoose? Thanks, just what is your name, friend? I am Goa-Clay. This is the meaning of one who joins. Goa-Clay? You are Goa-Clay? Yes, but please say nothing and let me help catch the bad man before I return to my reservation. Phew, I am the papoose of the yawning Indian, Crimine. Now he speaks Alpato too. The old duck must be a great diplomat of red nations. Time's a-racing. Let's get moving. The magnificent 7 ride. But there's only 6 of us. Sonny, I'm Phineas T. Barnum. I count myself twice. Ew, what is that beast? That one who yawns is an Indian elephant. The Apaches have nothing that ugly. I said not American Indians, the real Indians in India. The old duck's gibberish. Stop yawning and listen. When we discovered our land, we thought it was India, which is actually 5,000 miles away. It's easy to see why you need me to guide you. Meanwhile, high up in the mountains. Look at this, Emmett. That Wild West show's safe held more than just a box office take. Wow, some bucker must have used it for a bank. We are rich. Hey you guys, we've been followed by a posse. I don't think anyone would follow us into the haunted mountains. Who are those guys? Or track us over these rocks? Okay, the neighbors apparently deciding to take the building apart. That's unfortunate. Maybe we can go on. Maybe to myself, just take little breaks in between those pages. Some hours later. Great Scott, but these mountains are rugged. How can we hope to follow anyone through this terrain? Remember, PT, Pothole McDuck has tracked the dastardly Beagle Boys from the Everglades into the depths of the Mammoth Cave. That was in your dime novels, Uncle Pothole. That's right, just take the way I tracked Blackheart Beagle through the Okefenokee Swamp in issue number 237 by following tiny broken tree tricks. Those Dalton boys would have to be mighty clumsy to run into the only tree within 30 miles. It could happen. Let's take a look, one who yawns. Ah, one of these cactus stones have been blunted. And there, this grain of sand has been dislodged. But this clinches. This shadow has been bruised on the north edge. Puh, I don't listen to your sarcasm. See, what did I tell you? Bill, this would make a good spot for a publicity photo. You and Annie and Potholes strike a pose on that rock. Perfect, don't move. Are there wigwams empty? No, it's just showbiz. Say, where did Pothole go? You moved out of the picture. I just wanted to check out the composition of your scene. Take cover! One of the Daltons is taking potshot at us from the boulder. We are pinned down unless we disarm him. I think I can hit his gun hand. Gimme that bow. One who yawns. I put flesh wounds into a row of beagle boys with just one arrow, issue number 199. Careful, that thing is loaded. Get this shot, P.T. The master of the Mississippi battles Western outlaws, native style. Sensational. Hold it. Twang. Ouch. Wait, hold it, P.T. There's something wrong with this infernal contraption. Bah. Whoever invented this thing should have had his head examined. Annie, can you get a beat on him? Sure. Oh, that's a rather deep voice. Sure. Pooh. He's disarmed. If we could only catch him before he rejoins his brothers. Leave it to me. Hi-yo, Hortensie, away! Dad blame it. You're supposed to ride horseback, not horsehead. This is plumb unfair. Get away, you. This is a private horse. No trespassing. Don't make me get rough with you, Dalton. Well, look out, you crazy duck. If I ain't careful, you'll pull that grease in my favorite hat. Put up your dukes, woman. I can't have a proper fist fight on a dang horse. I needs a barroom with tables and chairs to bust up. Rats. I can't hit a man who won't defend himself, but if I can't stop you, I'll stop your horse. Whee! Please cut that Dalton down, one who yawns. We can't just leave him there while we go after his brothers. Right? Hey! Buck, that was the finest display of trick riding I ever witnessed. Riding horses in a cinch after riding lions. Riding is a cinch after riding lions. Their manes are always so full of fleas, so... Duck who seeks gold. I cut down the cactus, but the Batman ran away. Well, he will be easy enough to track now. Shortly. And I barely escaped. Mostly the posse is just a bunch of old men and a girl, but there's a young waddy who's dynamite. We better get moving on to the hideout. Hop on, bub, but first get rid of that thing, or you'll just make us an easy target. Oh, right. Batman's trail is heading for an old town in Massacre Flats. Yeah, I know that place. That is Pizen Bluff. I was a prospector there until they struck gold in Rawhide last year, and the whole town just packed up and moved north. I don't know what's holding those ramshackle buildings up. Seems like they ought to blow away in the wind. Let us sneak on foot. Good idea, one who yarns. We'll do it Indian style, without making a noise, even on dry leaves. Superb idea. Don't move until I get a camera up. Then Bill and Pothole can march down the street. They are all going to get shot, eh, Dakusok's gold? I'm afraid so. We'll have to find out those Daltons before this Wild West show dies on the road. And not make them to Broadway? Bad medicine. This is just like Showdown in Cincinnati. in issue number 2, 417. Except I'm not wearing spurs. Okay, I'm ready. Okay, I'm ready. Cling, 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 cling. Ching, 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 ching. Everybody get off the street. There's gonna be trouble. Jesse James aims the boy. Ma'am sells perfume de Paris so he can smell as feminine as... Oops. That pages got stuck together. Look at Jack, Redden. We are in the middle of a dang photo essay. Oh bye. Don't start shooting them down like dogs till we get printed up. Remember now, boys, kill the photographer last. Look at that old duck with his pus buried in the magazine. If you don't watch out, he will... Woof. Thunderation? Where do all these trees keep leaping out from? Put your magazines away and let's get down to business, pothole. The cactus needles led downward toward that old saloon. The Daltons must be holed up in there. We'll kick down the door and order them to surrender. But Bill, they have guns. Should we draw ours? Don't worry, they won't dare resist both the master, the great scout of the plains, and the master of the Mississippi. We hope. Annie, you hang back with PT. This ain't woman's work. I think I riled her. Nah, when she really gets mad, she will aim at the other end of your pipe. Ooh, sorry. Duck who seeks gold. I saw the Dalton tribe hiding in the saloon. Good work. The others safely out of the way so we can take him? No, they are going through the front door. Not enough to live. Not long to live. Chips, we gotta move fast. Hurry, we'll have to really do it Indian style now. Sneak around back and jump the Daltons without the sound. Ooh, crush. We fell in a dry well, trapped like Perry chickens. Yes, but we did it without sound. Congratulations. Those two old coots are coming right for the front door. This is too easy. Quick, get out of sight. Crash. This is bad, very bad. There's nobody here. They have fled like rats from a sinking riverboat. What's so bad? They left the money. But if we don't have an exciting climax to chase, PT's publicity scheme will be worthless. Blazing boilers, you're right. What do we do now? What will happen next? If this were one of my dime novels, this is where I would write continue the next week to give me time to think. How about this? The Daltons suddenly spring on us from the darkness. Yes, these bastards have no sense of fair play. I bust a bottle across a Dalton's head. Meanwhile, I dazzle another Dalton with fancy gunplay so that he swoons. Then I break a chair across the next Dalton's back, and I pin 2 more on the wall with my bowie knives. Next I'll bust the table across a row of Daltons. Then I bust my horse across a pothole. What's wrong? Why did you stop? Because my goddamn pencil broke just as... Oh, hands up, you old geezers. Sounds, I just wrote that the Deltas were hiding in an ambush. Life intimidates art. Done by our own showmanship. Look at what we get as a bonus, boys. Some high-class shop camping shooting irons. Now what you got here, Duck? Hey, ain't it nothing but some dang dime novels? Hey, that's a collector's edition. Put it back in its old skin sleeve before you bend it. I'll got these old coots. You guys go out and tell their bodies to give up. Meanwhile, Petey Bottom and Annie Oakley have finally located Scrooge and one who yawns in the old well. But they were sitting there in total silence. Still practicing in Indian style, hey? Well, drop them a rope. Wait, don't climb out till I get the camera ready. Forget that. Uncle Pothole was in danger the last time I was in this altitude. He and Bill went into the saloon. We think the Daltons got him. I was afraid of that. Hey you, posse people. There's one of them Dalton rats now, Annie. Lend me your rifle. Bang. Ha! You missed me. Oof. Goldron, what a rude posse you are. You went and broke my poor brother's nose. Tough beans. What have you done with our friends? Oh, that's right, I almost forgot. You would throw down your guns or its curtains for them both.
Curtains for the bladed doors. That's a good word, Abbott. Ah, my doors.
What now, Scrooge who seeks gold? Duck who seeks gold? We can't get past them. There's no cover on the street. You're right, but I gotta save Uncle Pothole and that money somehow. Come on, Hortense, we have some fancy riding to do. What should I do, Duck who seeks gold? Just wait till I call you, then you come in a running. Excuse us. Okay, Hortense. It will be just like that time in Santa Fe. Crash. Quiet over there, Bob. What?
What? Be quiet, your own self. Ah, my nose.
Ooh, sorry. Ooh. Shoot.
Abbott, help.
What the? Hogtied and covered by your own gun?
Pathetic. Oh, my nose.
I better warn Gretchen that somebody's up to something.
Okay, I'll be right ready.
Drat, we lost the element of surprise, Hortense. We'll have to try something desperate. Giddy up. Here's hoping these buildings are as dry rotted as they look. Oh, sorry. Geronimo! Crash. Hands up, Duck, or we're gonna fill you full of lead. Listen to him, Buck. They have our guns. Your guns? That's right, nephew. Get him. I intend to do just that, Uncle Pato. Oh, sorry. There's some stormy weather outside. Bang, 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 bang. Great Faust, Montana. Buck broke a chair across the Dalton's head. I taught the lad all he knows. There goes the table across another one. That boy has the blood of a fighting clan McDuck. I just hope he keeps it on the inside. Bravo, did you see the punch he just threw? I'll have to remember to use that in my next issue. Oh boy, I bet that hurt. That ball did. Wow, Nelly, that would never get past the censor. I heard you call, Duck who seeks gold, but I could see you needed no help. Ha! One who yawns has probably napping. What kind of guy are you that bullets don't bother ya? You forget. You had Bill and Uncle Pothole's guns from the Wild West show. Blanks! Careful, this doesn't shoot blanks. Colossal! We'll put that whole scene into the next show. I don't know why the buck yelled Geronimo, but when he jumped into the air. But I will make that shout famous. Why did you do that, nephew? At the moment it seems easier to than Goacle, or one who yawns. I just used his Spanish name. You are Geronimo? I hope I didn't take any of my comments personally, Mr. Geronimo. Don't worry, I'm not in a scrappy mood today, duck full of hot air. Besides, all the braves like us must stick together these days. That's true. Our glory days are quickly coming to an end. The great Indian tribes are all in reservations, and we aging frontiersmen are in silly Wild West shows. We are as obsolete as this goes down. This year's census shows that the frontier has now disappeared, prompting the president to proclaim that the first era of American history has ended. We are officially relics of a bygone age. Truly, the spirit we represent is dying away. Well, maybe our adventure spirit will be passed down to future generations by youngsters like Buck here. No, it will be passed down by me and my secret project. My idea for a new kind of magazine can't fail. Imagine this, my adventures told in a series of drawings and the dialogue written into kinda bubbles. Yes, sir, someday great adventure stories will be told in such a way and sold everywhere. The world won't soon forget the name McDuck. And so, remember, Uncle Pothole, take that money and get the castle McDuck off the hook. Alright, nephew, but how about if you help me finance my new magazine? I would agree to make you one of my new characters. Not a chance. Not only do I not have the money, no one would be interested in reading the adventures of the rough and tumble prospector like me. You're lost, nephew, but I could have made you a star. Why, I can't almost see your first issue now. Then again, maybe not. Nephew Scrooge, the cheapest gun in the West. Picture stories. Draw? Are you nuts? Do you know what bullets cost nowadays? Well, there they go. The Wild West itself riding, and partially running, off into its last sunset. But I'll keep hunting for new frontiers, and I'll never forget those whose spirit leads me on. Superstition Mountains. And I never did. That was a swell story, Uncle Scrooge. Thank you, boys. I'm glad that you think those grand adventures are still worth remembering. And then I knew they would be. That's why I had them all autograph the handbill. Buffalo Bill, Annie Oakley, Geronimo, Uncle Pothole, and that great money maker, Petey Barnum. And on the back of the handbill are the scribbles of another one of my idols, a gold prospector. On the back of this handbill is the map to the lost mines on the Superstition Mountains. Haha, I know what you're thinking, but Jacob wasn't a Dutchman, he was German. His wasn't the lost Dutchman's mine, just his imagination. Otherwise, I sure wouldn't have let my sister Matilda glue the handbill into the scrapbook. Uncle Scrooge, it says in our guidebook that the old prospector people called the Dutchman was actually a German named Jacob Waltz. Yo, Drat. I wouldn't have let my sis... Oh, sorry. Drat, that sister of mine, I always told her not to buy the expensive glue. Golly, maybe Uncle Scrooge's story has a part 2 somewhere in the future. And maybe we'll get to see, to be involved firsthand in it. Just maybe. Well, that will be happening in another adventure after the 12 chapters, maybe. This is a different story for another time. But until here, we just finished chapter 6.5. And we are good halfway through it. So, I will make a cut here and wish you a good day until next time. Maybe tomorrow, or maybe tomorrow will be a different stream, Showdown. But I will announce it. So, have a good day.